The storytelling trick that makes people remember everything you say. Do you want to know about it? Think about the last presentation you had. You probably forget most of the facts, but you might remember one story. Why? Because the human brain is not designed to remember information, it is designed to remember the stories. And today I will show you one storytelling trick that makes people remember everything you say. Most people communicate using the facts, figures, and explanations and logics. For example, our company has increased revenue by 30% last year. That is useful information, but it is not memorable. The brain processes the facts quickly and then forgets them more quickly. That is why presentation meetings speeches often feel boring. The problem is not intelligence, the problem is how information is packaged. Facts inform, stories stick. Let me give you an example. Imagine a teacher explaining the concept of the perseverance. They could say success requires persistence over time. That is correct, logically. But imagine they say instead Thomas Edison tried more than 1,000 times before inventing the bulb. Now the concept became visible. The moment you create a story, the brain stores the images, and the images are much easier to remember than any fact. The memory Here is a simple storytelling framework that makes ideas memorable. I call this VISA method, VISA: visual, incident, significance, and application. First, create a visual, paint a picture. Start by creating a visual scene. Thomas Alva Edison doing experiments inside the laboratory. That is a visual. When people can see the moment, they become engaged. Next, incident. Introduce an event. The bulb he is experimenting suddenly broken. Add a specific event, a little bit of drama. After hundreds of failed experiment, Edison tested one more filament. Now the story has some substance, moment happening, event. And significance. Now the meeting, what it represents. That moment proved something powerful. Persistence beats failure. Now the audience understand the lesson means multiple times somebody has done some experiment and they remembered it. Now application, connect to the listener. Finally bring the lesson back to the listener. It is all about listener. The next time you feel like giving up on the idea, remember Thomas Alva Edison trying 1,000 times. Now it became personally relevant. Let me compare through the demonstration. Weak communication success requires persistence. Clear idea, but forgettable very easily. Story based communication. Late at night in the dark laboratory, Edison tested another filament. That is where he found the bulb. Most people should have stopped much before. That is how the light bulb was born. Perseverance is powerful. My dear friends, when you learn storytelling, something powerful happens. Your ideas become vivid, your explanations become memorable, your voice became more influential. Because people rarely remember the facts alone. Attach stories to the facts. This is the power of storytelling. And that is the power of VAAK. That is power of sacred essence of your words. If you want to master communication, storytelling, voice influence, subscribe to VAAK. Because when you learn to express ideas powerfully, your voice can change how people think. My dear friends, don't forget to get your visa. Create a visual, create an impact,